Good morning, folks. It's Lisa with Swifty Travels, and today I'm in Boston, Massachusetts. I have a day and a half to explore this beautiful city. So far, I'm really impressed. I'm staying in the Seaport District. I'm going to see as many sights as I can while I'm here, and I'm going to take you along with me. Now, I decided to play full-on tourist while I'm here because I've never been here before. So I'm going to take the hop-on, hop-off bus to see as many sights as I can, and I'm going to take you along with me. I did so much during my short stay in Boston that I decided to break this up into a little series. In this first video, we're going to explore the Seaport and downtown Wharf area. And in the upcoming episodes, we'll cover the historic Freedom Trail, we're going to visit the Back Bay neighborhood, and visit some of Boston's most unique attractions. So I hope you'll stick around for the journey. I think some of the best views in the city are right here along the waterfront. Historically, this was Boston's working waterfront. It was filled with shipping and warehouses well into the 20th century. And for years, much of the land was little more than parking lots, marine terminals, and industrial space. Today, it's been completely transformed into one of the most expensive areas to live in the city. There's luxury high-rise apartments and gleaming office towers, and a booming restaurant scene, all while still housing Boston's cruise terminals. Now, I was just passing through, but there are a few sights to see in this area worth noting. The Boston Tea Party Ships and Museums is right here. It brings the American Revolution to life with interactive exhibits and a chance to toss your box of tea into the water. Right here is the Institute of Contemporary Art. It showcases modern works in a striking glass building with pretty incredible views. And for something a little more playful, the Museum of Ice Cream is a colorful, family-friendly spot if you're in the area with your kids. As I was walking, I ran across this historic ship. I didn't really know what it was, but it turns out there's a fleet of historic ships that dock right here, and they do offer tours and sailings. This is the website if you're interested in joining, and when I was on my harbor cruise, they told me that this was a ship from the Netherlands. The Seaport District is really beautiful and a very safe area to walk. I found a couple of great viewpoints here that you're going to want to check out. And now I'm going to walk over to this port behind me. We're going to take a harbor cruise this morning. So far, I've been very impressed with how walkable this city is. I'm staying in the Seaport District. I'm walking across to the next section of downtown where the Aquarium and the Long Wharf area is. And there are walking paths, there are runners, and it feels extremely safe and clean. Much cleaner and much safer than other downtown areas that I have experienced. Look at this beautiful park and walking path right here in the heart of Boston. Just gorgeous. Running into this Greenway was completely unplanned. I had no idea it was here. Pollinator ribbon on the Greenway. This is a stretch of parks and gardens that runs 1.5 miles through downtown Boston, and it was named after Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy. See a lot of people out with their doggies, their doggy woggies. Apparently there used to be a big elevated highway here, I-93, and was a big eyesore. Between 1991 and 2007, the elevated highway was demolished and it was replaced by an underground tunnel system. This land was where the highway once stood, and it was turned into the Greenway, and it is gorgeous. What a great way to use the land here in Boston. I was so impressed. Oh my goodness, misters. I thought those were maybe heaters. Wow, that's surprising. So we're gonna pick up the tickets to our trolley tour right here, right there. I am on Milk Street and Atlantic. We've got Granary Tavern over here. We're kind of near, at least within close view of the clock tower. And the aquarium is right here. So this is a really happening spot here on the wharf. Now, I am not planning on visiting the aquarium. More interested in the historical sites, but if you want to visit here, it is $44 for adults, $35 for children. Children under 2 are free, and seniors are $42. Right here on the harbor. Everybody's waiting for it to open. This is a hot spot for all the tours. Everybody is here bright and early for their various tours. So this is the Old Town Trolley Tours, is the orange and green one. And I am taking the City View tour. Those are the 2 trolleys. Now this has the city tour and the back bay. Now this is the Marriott Long Wharf Hotel. This one was pretty pricey, but it is right in the center of the action here. That would have been a great place to if I could have afforded it. Here's where we're going to pick up our tickets for our Harbor City Cruise. And the City View trolley is getting ready to go. They're loading up right here at 9 a.m. I thought I was getting this trolley here. Turns out I actually got the City View trolley, which is essentially the same thing. But if you don't know this, pay attention. There are more than one trolley companies here. And so it's City View trolley and then the Old Town trolley. Those are the 2 different companies. I'll tell you a little more about why I chose the City View one on my video where I talk about how I save money coming to Boston. Boston Harbor Islands Welcome Center. This is considered the Long Wharf, and at this point, I guess, it starts the historic north end if you were to take the path that way, which I will go later today to that area. So if you're wondering why I seem to be just aimlessly wandering around this area, that's because I kind of am. This is just gorgeous. I came and I bought my tickets to the harbor cruise as well as the hop-on, hop-off trolley, and then I had about 45 minutes to kill until it was time for my harbor cruise. Plenty of places to find shade here. I noticed not a lot happens super early. Now it's a Sunday, so I guess maybe things are getting a later start today. Everything's really coming to life around 9 is when the trolleys start, but most of the restaurants and the vendors are probably not going to open until 10 or 11 today. Right before I got on the boat, I got really hungry, so I ran into this coffee shop for a bite to eat, and then I got on board. Hi.
Good morning.
Hi. Thank you.
Sit anywhere and look out this side.
Okay, that's the best side. We should be next, leaving in just a few minutes. Yeah.
Because it's long. There you go. See? Trust me, it's not that hard. Welcome to Boston.
This is one of many Boston City cruises offered from this harbor. This particular cruise is the historic Boston Harbor Cruise, a 1-hour, fully narrated tour of the harbor. This was definitely one of the highlights of my trip. The photo opportunities are endless. The coastline and downtown skyline are beautiful. There are several seating areas both inside and outside. plenty of room for everyone. They do have restrooms on board and some snacks for purchase.
It was now the largest grossing restaurant in the United States. Next, we have Commonwealth Pier, built in 1912 to serve the passenger trade. That's where the Queen Mary and the Queen Elizabeth docked during the great heyday of the transatlantic ocean liners. More recently, this was the World Trade Center, which is even now undergoing renovations, becoming more shops and restaurants. That'll give you something new to come see Boston.
On this particular day we went out, there was quite a bit of fog still farther out to sea, so we had to turn around a little short, but I still feel like we got the full tour. The airport is on the other side of the harbor, so on the way back in, I enjoyed watching the planes come in right overhead. Near the end, they take you by some of the historic sites in the harbor over here, and they tell you about the Battle of Bunker Hill and the USS Constitution. Now, I'll be visiting both of those historic sites on an upcoming episode, so be sure and subscribe. You're not going to want to miss that history. Well, it's time to hit up the trolley and start my tour of the historic sites, so tune in next week to continue this journey through Boston. Now, I'm going to put some resources on my website for all these things that I visited while I was there. So if you want more information, you can find it at swiftytravels.com. Well, it's time to hit up the trolley and start my tour of the historic sites, so tune in next week to continue this journey through Boston. Thanks for watching.